see they make a change at quarterback. A redshirt freshman making his first career start. And the lefty boots it to the end zone. And Kirk will see Jalen as he shifts for this first play. He's got it. And he creates a crease, and off and running is Damian Harris into the secondary. Foot race. Harris to the house on the first play.
Tied, and boy, does he set the tone after last week's close call against A&M. First play of the game.
But watch this. Arkansas takes that away, and when you do, there's the vision and the cutback right there and the acceleration that he has for his size. 5'11", 220 pounds, kind of an all-around talented back that they have. Not the most physical, but has that ability to have great vision, great balance, and that is impressive. And you can pull away from secondary players and take it all the way to the house for a touchdown. That's a great job.
Damian Harris dropping some weight. He's changed his diet. He's become more explosive.
A lot of adversity based on what you just said.
Say the least. A high kick by J.K. Scott. And Davion Warren's going to run it back from the 5. And he'll be dropped short of the 20. First play. Play action, and Kelly on the roll. He's a runner, too. Big fella slides down at 270.
His first third down of the night.
To screen. Dropped off short. And this is Austin Cantrell. And he's knocked down 5 yards short.
Big touchdown run.
Blake Johnson on to punt. Mishandles the snap. Has to collect it inside the 5. Thinking about throwing it. Heaves it downfield into traffic, and it's incomplete.
And I just got off the team bus, and we've given up a 75-yard touchdown. We go 3 and out. The perfect snap goes right through the punter's hands, and instead of trying to just punt it for just trying to get rid of it, he decides to throw it up into the air.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense number 26. That penalty will be declined.
Of course.
First down.
Who expected a pass?
He got it.
So the Tide take over at the 25. Hurts from the pocket. Escapes, pump fakes, and now will fall down for a 1
Where
yard.
he has had to work through his progressions the way he will tonight.
Little pop pass, end around. Play clock running down. Just gets it off. Hurts from the pocket. It's a attempted shot to the. And he slides it through. But as you said, that's a win for the Hogs. Scott to kick it away. And Warren will have a go from the 4. Coverage team flies down there, drops him at the 13.
It's like a dead ball foul against Mac Wilson. Just happen to be watching this play. You'll see number 30 get involved in a little bit of a altercation. There's that push right there. And there was actually gets a little bit better field position. And there is Coach Saban letting Mac Wilson know all about that. His team, because they showed up flat last week against A&M.
There's Kelly with a short completion, and Deion Stewart cannot escape right at the line of scrimmage.
And we'll see how they respond throughout the game, even if they build a lead.
Play action on second down. Kelly has time in the pocket. Incomplete. You can see that he zipped the ball. The Hogs have struggled on third down. Alabama, one of those complex looks. Pressuring the young quarterback who escapes. Fire is incomplete. Could have run for some yardage. Instead, the second 3 and out for the Razorbacks. And Johnson able to get the punt away. Ruggs wants no part of it. It will bounce. They had a punt block last week. They missed 5 field goals. Had a turnover, which was shocking. Back to work, though, and this is Bo Scarborough taking a turn.
Best gifted running back that they have on the roster.
Now they feed Scarborough. Big fella cuts it back, and he's running through tackles. This is not. Even if they load up, can they stop it? Hurts now dropping back all kinds of time, but it's batted down at the line.
3 down linemen, 4 linebackers.
Scarborough comes in motion. He's got it with a running start. Runs through a couple of tackles and gets inside the 40.
It's Miami, and they took care of business.
Sure didn't. On 3rd and 2, this is a keeper all the way for Jalen Hurts, who runs through traffic and does move this stick.
Still wants to be here for his coach and his teammates. Very cool.
This is Harris running left. This time the Hogs set the edge, string it out, and drop him for just a yard gain. Superdome. From the pocket, Hurts A downfield shot to Judy, and the freshman hauls it in, just tiptoe.
Judy is a lot like Calvin Ridley, but watch the patience in the pocket. Works from left all the way back to the right. Knew that he wanted to go to that matchup all along. Found the money, which he did.
29 yards, sets up the 1st and goal. Harris having to bounce it, chase, and he'll be able to fight through tackles and score a 2nd touchdown tonight. First run, he showed the speed. That time he showed the power.
And I think it's impacting their defense as well. That was not good energy by the Arkansas defense.
Ribeiro's one of those guys who said his teammates have to play with some dog and some fight, but he didn't show a lot there.
Well, how about Harris? He shows the explosiveness earlier with a big run, the vision. Here he's going to show you the power. They've got 1 defender, 2 defenders, 3 defenders, all 4 defenders, all had a chance to bring him down. But Damien Harris would not be denied. That's why you keep those legs moving and eventually end up in the end zone. Tide are rolling.
17 zip Crimson Tide, midway 1st quarter. Warren, again, his 3rd kick return of the evening already. Gets to the edge and is catapulted to the 22 as we check in with Adam.
They're finding ways to win.
We give Chase Hayden the football, the true freshman, able to dive for a yard
Today for the teammates.
Short completion. Need 4 yards for their first down tonight. Tide bring pressure. Big fella stands in and delivers. And it's a completion to Deion Stewart. Off and running 3rd and 4. Play action. Wanted to throw in a 1st down. Will be swallowed up and dropped for a short loss.
Mixed and matched right now to get their best 5 on the field.
This is a lot of what Cole Kelly did against A&M. Kept coming in 3rd and short. And
keeping an eye on this guy right here, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Pressure again. Big fella spun around, throws a desperation ball. That's got to be intentional grounding.
It's in there. It's an area that he's really grown this year with Jonathan Allen and others moving on. Watch how Minkah comes through as well. They love to blitz him. They call that the money, a position where they move that 6th defensive back down almost as a linebacker.
True freshman receiver back deep for the time. This time the snap is handled cleanly by Johnson. And Ruggs, he muffs it. Ball rolling around, and he's able to fall on it as the Tide avoid what would have been just their 2nd turnover of the season.
Damien Harris, that backfield. They'll rotate other backs in. Right now, it looks like Jacobs.
Yeah, Jacobs is an interesting story. He's not the typical 4- or 5-star running back recruit. He's a guy that came out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. He's in the slot. Scarborough is in the game. Big Bo's got it running to the left side and allows for a short game.
Off of that run.
Got to hurry. 3rd and 5. They just do get it away. Hurts is going to be trapped behind the line and dropped for the Hogs for Stewart. Returns deep for Arkansas. Scott booms it. And even though there was nobody in the area, he could have made 10 yards without being touched. There's the back. Kelly goes straight back, thinking screen. And now just finally does dump it off to Whaley, who's hit hard and
helped him tonight.
They pick up pressure. Big fella slings it incomplete. Dan Enos, offensive coordinator.
LSU did not give up.
3rd and long again. Kelly spinning, scrambling, pointing, and throwing. It's a screen, but Whaley is tracked down from behind, short of the. Ruggs back deep for the Tide. Comes up, muffs it again for a 2nd time. Ball rolling around, and this time looks like the Razorbacks have it. They do. So Henry Ruggs has mishandled this 1st quarter. Hayden battling just to get back to the line of scrimmage on homecoming.
Here on this down, can't wait till 3rd down.
They're thinking the same thing, but the pocket collapses, and he is hammered and knocked down. Season for the Tide. That's the 1st for Evans. Kelly harassed again and misfires over the middle. Well,
mid-season.
Saban welcomed at it. This defense has been injury plagued. They don't quite have the depth, as you mentioned, of other Tide teams. As you would expect, Ruggs has been replaced as up against that defense and that crowd. Harris barrels forward. They still can't bring him down.
No, but one on the left.
Hurts keeping all the way. Follows that left side of the line for a 1st down. Quarterback was averaging 7.5 yards per rush. Hands it off, and Scarborough's in the clear. Big Bo banging out as he goes down. The ball comes out. And it will rule him down at the 40-yard line. No fumble.
Mixing a little play action. just to kind of keep him honest.
They throw a two-back look in there. Hurts will scramble out, still looking downfield, and he'll be knocked down near the line of scrimmage. Tied. Najee Harris is the back. The motion to him. Hurts looked that way, wants to run, but the middle is clogged, and he'll be dropped for a loss. Hurts has good protection this time and delivers over the middle. Strike, caught. Ridley, first down.
A true freshman to where he is now as a true sophomore, he is more than fine as a passer.
A short game from Najee Harris.
Dropped a couple punts. All three of those guys are coming around.
Najee Harris is hit hard. You can hear the pads popping in the receiving pattern for Hurts right now, and there's a whistle before the snap. So they're talented now, but the pipeline just keeps going here.
Offense number 22. 5-yard penalty. It remains third down.
You got Harris on the shift, crowding the line. They do bring some pressure. Tied, forced to backpedal, and Hurts will be sacked. So it is to. Play clock was at 2 when they blew the whistle.
Nick Saban.
Prior to the snap, timeout, Arkansas. First time out of the half.
Okay, so maybe they thought that it was a
How was that?
It was more rally than pep. Just very businesslike. Stewart with the fair catch. You didn't expect Nick to rise. David Williams, the graduate transfer from South Carolina, who had a
Make play.
Play action. Kelly rolls on second down. Ooh, flipped right through the hands of 7. They've thrown all 6 previous third downs. They run it this time and going nowhere is big Cole Kelly. Tide players just jumping on top.
Best of luck to you.
Yeah, 6 possessions, 5 3-and-outs for the Hogs. So Johnson to Trayvon Diggs. That bounces around again. A misadventure for the 3rd time in Alabama's punt return team. Scarborough, they fake it to him, and Hurts flip it incomplete. It was Scarborough pretty well covered. Maria with an update.
Couple series.
Scarborough stopped for a short gain. Yeah, you wish they'd maybe brought some of this intensity. Hurts looked that way. It's batted down though. Batted down at the line. He was trying to get the since those 2 touchdowns by Harris.
Was he a weapon?
He just boots it high. Stewart comes up and fields the punt cleanly.
They only have 33 yards of total offense.
Devwah Whaley tries the left side with little success. Kelly from the pocket. Just there's nobody open
Give him more of a chance.
Third down's been a nightmare. Kelly just heaves it. No chance.
No chance.
Just threw it into
there
some
again.
green. When he does catch it, he's a very tall, shifty returner. They have a chance this time as they drive him back inside the 35. That bounces off a blocker. A flag comes down, and he stopped right there. This is a good boot.
During the return,
49-yard
block
punt.
in the back, receiving team number 34. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
And they're going to net 58 yards on that punt after the this week and 2 more weeks of games before the CFP rankings come out and replace the polls. It's Josh Jacobs for a carry for 67 yards. That's it. Looking to throw from the pocket, and there's a strike across the middle, and that's Devontae Smith with his
alone one-on-one.
Tied with some tempo after the completion. Hurts scrambling, has blockers, but slings it along the sidelines, and that's Calvin Ridley who's got a first down catch. So he's out. And first down, it's Jacobs, and he plows ahead. It's just
Josh Jacobs. What a great sign for Bama fans.
He's got it again, and he fights back to the line of scrimmage. Such a likable. Back in the game on 3rd and 2. He's got it, and he's got first down yardage inside the 30. Eventually, he's going to get away from the Honey Buns, and he's going to get in the end zone.
I think he got away from the Honey Buns on the first play of the game. And running away from people now.
Hurts running away from people in the secondary. The quarterback down near the 11. They fake it to Harris. Hurts just scores standing up.
It's actually a zone read pass option. He took off and ran. This time he's making a read right here. It's a freshman, Marshall. Actually an inside guy. It was Marshall to the inside. To the outside there was Dwayne Eugene, but he's able to kind of neutralize that edge.
Drive. Hurts said, I'll just take care of this. 18-yarder, setting up the 11-yard touchdown run. And Alabama, Patriots, you didn't quite get this crazy.
I second that. I don't blame him.
Dable said being with Belichick prepared him for working for Nick Saban. Similarities. Gary Cross on the kick return. Across the 30. 1st and 10. 12 before halftime.
You're a beauty.
Chase Hayden is knocked down for a short game.
All the way to the end.
Kelly will heave it downfield for the first time. You see the arm strength. Diving catch. Jordan Jones makes the play down.
Anthony Everett, but also you have Hootie Jones, 6, kind of caught up with his eyes in the wrong spot, allows him to get behind Jones, and there's some great speed there. Anthony Everett.
46 yards on that play. Kelly now backpedals and just fires it away. It's 35 timeouts, 28 seconds to play with here before the break. Kelly from the pocket flips it far side wide open as a soft cushion for Brandon Martin, a junior college transfer.
Give them a chance to be able to come back and win a football game.
There's a challenge here by Brett Bielema. They're looking at the clock. He claims that about 3 seconds ran off here. Is knocked out of bounds. And the game clock did run for 3 more seconds.
He's right. Should be, it looked like about 22.
Yeah, based on that. So athletic down
After
here in the
further
red
review,
zone.
the clock should be set to 22 seconds. Arkansas will not be charged with a timeout, nor will they lose their challenge. The clock will start on the snap.
Big thing.
Tied. Rush 5. Incomplete on the sideline. Just nowhere to throw.
Split them if you're going to throw it downfield.
Kelly rolling and just fires along the sidelines. That's Martin making a diving catch. Kelly stands in, delivers short. Completion. Hammering down inside the 5 is Brandon Martin. Kelly flips it middle. Incomplete. Tried for a crossing route. Ronnie Harrison broke it up. And the defense for the Crimson Tide makes a stand to preserve a halftime shutout, 24-0.
I like to call. I mean, like I said, they hung in there. But yeah, 24-0. You're just trying to fight here and show some pride in the second half.
A chance to get on the board. They've marched on. Not short on confidence anyway. Here's a slant, and it is complete. That ball zipped in there for a first down.
Really interesting, the up tempo. That does help a lot of younger quarterbacks. You don't have to think as much. You can just kind of react. And
here comes pressure. They pick it up, and now with no one to throw to, Kelly backpedals and delivers incomplete. It was off the hand. Charismatic.
Holding on the offense, number 33. 10-yard penalty for the previous spot.
watch him come right into the middle with David Williams. Just puts him on his back. Now, again, he doesn't necessarily come up with a sack, but that, again, is what Alabama refers to as affecting the quarterback.
Charismatic, likable leader of that team. They pressure the quarterback again, but it's a nice completion. Stewart takes a hard shot.
A lot easier into the interior of the defense.
Playing with that tempo, a free runner off the end. They dump it down. That's the first catch for O'Grady. Pressure again, picked up. Kelly, another tough crossing route. That's tied. Don't show pressure, bring it late, hit the quarterback. He's healthier. The difference between a first down catch and a hit on the quarterback. So here comes another punt. Trayvon Diggs. It's an uneventful fair catch, 2 yards in the opening half. And just like the opening play of the game, they feed Harris. This time he is knocked down.
Really good first half and walked off with an injury. He's also back in the lineup.
Harris with the swing pass. Good block on the edge and an easy first down. Hale finish. A&M off last week. It was a nice hands catch. Reaching out there was Cam Singh. Harris has a crease. Oh, was just tripped up. He had rushing for Harris on 7 carries, who yields playing time to Scarborough. Bangs off the right side for 3.
You know, with Alabama's
big series for this Arkansas defense, just to keep any hope alive of making this a fight. Got to get tied off the field, loop downfield. It's incomplete. Sims would go out of bounds. It matters. So it's 3rd and 7. From the pocket, Hurts delivers a strike across the middle, and the catch is made by Ridley, and they move the sticks.
That is beautiful.
Reception and a first down. The previous play is under review.
John Bible is the replay. After review, the call of a Ridley catch stands. The ball did hit the ground and move, but the ruling was that he had control of it when it hit the ground. Didn't see enough to overturn the call there. So Bama ball at the 43-yard line. First down throw from Hurts. Short diving interception. And the first interception of the season thrown by Jalen Hurts is made by Kevin Richardson.
Ever give Richardson a lot of credit for being, you see him in the background there. He anticipates, gets a good jump on the ball, lays out and makes the play. See him right there? He eyes up Cam Sims right away. And that ball just kind of floated. That is a long throw. It's in the air for a very long time. And Kevin Richardson playing that nickel spot as a senior with that captain on his jersey ends up jumping in front.
Jet sweep, and they hand the ball off to Deion Stewart. And Tide,
like I said, that was a long throw that just kind of hung out there.
Kelly batted up in the air and falls harmlessly to the ground. They've been facing. Tide bring the heat. Kelly stands, delivers. Catch is made. John Bible did not buzz down, so the catch stands, and now Whaley tests the right side and picks up about to get a little more success in early downs. Whaley had a crease, but closing down those hits at all. On 3rd and 3, Whaley plows for a first down, and the Hogs are in business here. They convert there with their longest run of the night. That was 9 yards, and now you get a pre-snap penalty.
Prior to the snap, false start. Offense number 85. 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
Tight end Shine. Does you see the play clock? Just gets it off. Kelly slings it. And it's complete again. Deion Stewart's been able to work with some opening. Brother of Austin actually made his first career start against the Crimson Tide. And there's Kelly hammered. 2012, he got shut out. Hogs need 12 on 3rd. Kelly has good protection this time. And now will take off. And look at the big fella. Look at the big fella. Old Steamboat, they call him, from Lafayette, Louisiana. Kelly on the run. Just fires back to the turf. That screen was one into that tight zone. Now they flip it short. Just nothing there. There's Sean Deion Hamilton, who's all over. They got 2 plays to get it. Kelly pressured again. Escapes. Buys time and just fires. Incomplete. Connor Limpert, the lefty who was replacing Cole Headland, who'd missed a couple earlier for just the second.
The tissue pumps, chicken wire and glue looks like they're using there.
Exactly. Excellent analysis. Diggs from the goal line. Hogs choose to kick it deep. Thought they might try something cute on the kickoff to get nothing so far here in the 3rd quarter. Hurts keeps it. Makes a man miss and takes off for another big run. Side kick by Fitzpatrick to secure that one. Scarborough and Bo barrels into Arkansas territory inside knowledge after this one. Scarborough hammers down. What is noteworthy? They haven't figured to last forever, but that's quite noteworthy. Harris, he just is dangerous yards in that game. Up near that tonight. They feed him again. Left side again. And physical run again down near the 20.
As much as the physical part of the game.
They fake it to Harris. You got Ridley and the 3 rookies in the game. Hurts finds one of them for a touchdown. Henry Ruggs III is a touchdown machine. 4 catches, 4 touchdowns on the season. You cannot have a better percentage than that.
For the latter part of the season, get ready if you're going to defend Alabama. It's not just its running game. And how about the throw on the run by Jalen Hurts? On the move, outstanding throw, gives his young freshman percentage.
You get better. 6-footer from Montgomery. Ruggs. I asked him to give himself a mid-season grade. He said, I'm playing all right. So he felt all right. Threw a pick tonight, but finally has a touchdown pass. 4th on the current Heismanology list. It
should be.
Kelly steps up, smack into pressure, and is knocked down. So was a flag. Quan Davis. Hold will be declined. Davis now 4 sacks.
Probably not getting the attention nationally he deserves with the season he's had.
Chase Hayden, true freshman back, knocked down. The ball comes out. It's recovered by Arkansas.
just trying to keep this play alive. Love the Alabama defense. See that? Ripping at the football. Rashaan Evans, veteran guy, smart play. Got that football out.
3rd and 22. Good luck, young fella. Retreating. Chased. Knocked down at the 1 by that man again. Rashaan. Only 10 yards from where the ball is snapped. 1 step. Boots it. Diggs. Retreats. Not a bad kick to the 45. Shifts around and will set Alabama up inside.
That's your starting tailback.
Ridley on the pop pass. Runs into traffic and they're able to pick up.
By Scott Cochran and Nick Saban this week on winning this 4th quarter.
Jacobs is dragged down. Absolutely.
Ready for Arkansas.
Jacobs on the 3rd down carry. Breaks free and moves it for a red zone. Cutting out all the external stuff, all the clutter, playing to their standard.
Great call.
Hurts on the roll. Flips it short. Catch made and knocked down inside the 5-yard line as Cam Sims. Game. He's got it. Hammers, stretches, leans, scores. True freshman. Defense has been beaten on and trying to just hang on all night in the 4th quarter.
If you're an Alabama fan,
Scott booms it deep. You know what's not fun when you think about Alabama and what they've begun to do, Kirk, in the the strength of the rest of this league. Saban doesn't buy that, but there's a bounced pass by the point. And there's a slant and a catch and heavy traffic made by Deion Stewart, who is great. I know the game at College Station got close late as Kelly picks his way over the middle for a short gain. What do you make of
2009? They've kind of separated themselves not only from the SEC but the whole country.
And just a desperation heave by Kelly.
Intentional grounding, offense number 15. The penalty will place the ball at the spot of the foul and includes a loss of down. It's 3rd down.
But this is a great twist up front, by the way. They bring both the linebackers. They cross them. And Sean Dion Hamilton gets in, and poor Kelly, all he can do is just kind of try to get rid of what they currently have or where they are. I think they've fallen back a notch or 2.
3rd and 18. Dangerous pick off the carom. That's Mac Wilson, the linebacker. Give him that turn.
Floating through the air. There again, not stepping into his throw, throwing off his back foot. Hootie Jones initially looks like he might come up with the interception. Ball goes up in the air. And how soft is that from Mac Wilson?
The Tide maybe kind of started the trend. You know,
you can sit down together there on the bench.
Tua Tagovailoa, the true freshman backup quarterback, is in the game. It's a backwards pass to Jacobs. It breaks through. Josh Jacobs headed down inside the 10.
So accurate as a passer. Right off the bench. Gives him a look like he might run quarterback draw. Instead, he just throws an absolute rope out to Josh Jacobs out in the flat. And Jacobs almost able to pull away from the deep.
See if they feed him. Yep, he's got it. The right side. Knocked down.
All through camp.
Jacobs. Nothing doing. Hogs defense bows up there. Dijon Harris, the middle linebacker, and others. 3rd and goal. Tagovailoa has to retreat. Fires a rope in and out of the hands of a diving Jerry. Briefly thinking about going for it, and Pappanastos knocks it through.
Were you out there for the
I did not stick around for the bonfire. It was important to get some food and drink at that point. Like I said, it was already plenty steamy before they lit the fire. Chase Hayden, freshman, carries it. What do you think the takeaway?
Okay, when I get ready to play this next team down the road, whoever that happens to be, the next 2 or 3 games, if he gets his opportunity, that was definitely at 15 yards there. It looked like a late hit. Yeah, there's a flag
scar
there.
tissue.
But I guess
After the play was over, dead ball, personal foul, defense number 21. 15-yard penalty, automatic 1st down.
Jared Maiden is one of the backup DBs getting a look here. He's
finally gets a chance to do something, and he's going to throw a guy 7 or 8 yards out of bounds. But I think going back to your question about Kelly, I do think that as you are obviously when you take on Alabama, so it'll help him, I think, allow the game to slow down.
Again, just backpedaling and heaves it into the bench. By the way, on that play,
it's been tough to do.
He slings it across the middle, and there's another catch. 73 on the ground. That's, of course, number 1 in the country.
Got away from them so early, they haven't really been able to follow that plan.
The
False
flag
start.
comes in.
Offense, number 85. 5-yard penalty. It remains fourth down.
Bielema questioning it, but now it's going to be. And there's a completion for a first down. Hard shot.
There, the crown of his helmet.
The receiver lowered his head too, creating that helmet to helmet. No penalty, and Hayden off the left side. Wildcats have gotten hot all of a sudden. Hayden takes off. First down. Kelly against a four-man rush. Has plenty of time. Slings it to the end zone. Incomplete. And a flag comes out. Jordan Jones in the
A lot of
pattern.
reps. He comes out
Pass
for a
interference.
drive and
Defense number 21.
Pat never finds the football. Never is able to turn around and
First down.
try to defend Jordan Jones. He's holding on tight over there.
Kelly flips it. It's a screen. And it's the tight end of Grady. A flag is down.
Deontay Thompson.
Personal foul, hands to the face. Defense number 69. Half the distance to the goal. Automatic first down.
That's Joshua goal play. Williams. Hayden takes the pitch, sprints for the pylon, is hammered out just short of it there. Third and goal. In the backfield, Hayden is swung down. Into traffic.
Wow, great catch.
Touchdown, no signal yet. They still haven't signaled. Now finally, arms in the air is Jordan Jones.
Unbelievable catch by the freshman. Jordan Jones works from the outside to the inside against Diggs, gets hit again by Mac Wilson. And he knew when he made that move to the inside, he had Trevon Diggs beaten, but he knew.
Confirmation, and Razorbacks' first touchdown of the night comes with 3:03 to play, and they promptly then miss the point. Quite a baptism, but he did show a lot of toughness and a lot of arm strength. Ruggs from the 5. And Ruggs knocked down at the 28. Najee Harris with those fresh legs, and that big body bangs ahead.
Every week. It's hard to do, by the way.
Tagovailoa hands off to Najee Harris. He's just stiff arming and hammering at defenders on his way.
That kind of collective attitude where they don't let up, and that's what made him so frustrated last week. Was they get back into baseball now for the playoffs. It's been a long summer.
Robinson cuts it back. They've been adopted teams. Arkansas back to work. Auburn happy homecoming here in Tuscaloosa. Tide roll for Kirk Herbstreit and Maria Taylor and our entire crew here in Tuscaloosa. Say so long from Bryant Denny Stadium and send it back to the studio.